Welcome to our Texting Guide Training video. What's the purpose of quality assurance and guiding? To ensure data integrity, ensure quality conversations with voters, train texting volunteers to be the best they can be, ensure compliance with texting regulations. To get started, you need admin status in Spoke, and you can request that in the admin channel on Slack. Once you have that, navigate to the Spoke admin page and select Message Review from the left column. Go ahead and open Message Filter. Toggle on the Active Campaigns button. Go over and toggle on the Opted Out button. Also toggle on Not Opted Out so you have both options turned on. Navigate over here to Which Messages. In the menu that drops down, go to Active Conversations. Start typing a candidate's name or campaign number and select the campaign you intend to sweep. Sweeping is the casual word we use among admins to describe quality assurance or guiding. Start typing the name of the texter you intend to sweep and select them. To be able to see the text messages sent and replied to, click on View Conversation in the right-hand column. You will only be able to detect that the correct voter disposition response was used by reading the replies. Have the campaign script handy for your reference and be sure you are familiar with the Spoke user guide. To see who is texting on the campaign you are sweeping, navigate to that campaign and click on the Edit button. Click over here on the Texters bar to reveal the active texters on this campaign. Here you can see how many texts have been sent and how close to the limit the senders are. When you first open this page, be sure to refresh your screen and hit Save before you leave the page. We limit the number of sends to give us a chance to review their work and nip user errors in the bud before they proceed. We check new texters to make sure they are following the guidelines in the Spoke user guide. Texters with previously identified user errors we monitor for improvement. Now that you have the mechanics of finding and reviewing the messages, what exactly are you looking for? Remember, we want our texters to persuade voters to support our candidates and to help voters get the information they need. In Google Docs, we maintain the QC spreadsheet. Be sure to add the campaign number and note that the spreadsheet is sorted by the texter's first name. Texters highlighted in green have proven quality work and can send freely without the need for sweeping. Yellow indicates that we are still limiting, reviewing, and coaching this sender. Texters in red may not be issued new assignments. They have received feedback in a direct message and must confirm that they have made necessary corrections before they proceed. Purple designates power texters who only send initial messages, and when they stop, they notify the moderator that their replies need to be reassigned. Some are power texters by choice to accommodate their busy schedules or to multitask. Others are power texters because they cannot assure quality work or refuse to correct errors. Once you've identified issues with a specific sender, you need to alert them that there is some text they need to be resent. At all times, we stay supportive and encouraging. Our goal is to make the sender a super sender. Create a direct message with the texter and explain what needs to be changed. If a texter doesn't know how to go back to find a sent text, refer them to the texter training video or slides. Sometimes it can be helpful to share a screenshot in your direct message. Once a voter has opted out, the texter will not be able to access or view the conversation otherwise. Here's another example of a longer direct message. Make sure you add the campaign number in your message to the texter. Remind the texter that they need to make the corrections before they can proceed with sending more text. Once you have reviewed the corrections, you can return to the texter screen and change the restrictions. That's the job of the sweeper or guide. If you are up for guiding, then you already know this is a supportive team. So reach out to any of these people for questions. Now, let's go win some elections.